Hey folks, welcome back to the Kentucky Hot Wheels video series. In this video, I'm going to be installing LED headlights in our Gladiator. If you've watched our previous videos, you'll know that our last Gladiator, which was the Overland, came with the LED package. It had LED headlights, running lights, tail lights, the whole 9 yards. When I got this one, it came with the halogen package, and I immediately hated it. I mean, the lighting was just horrible. So one of the first things I did was to change all the bulbs, replace all the bulbs with LED bulbs. Now, I already had the Z Automotive Taser, so it was no big deal to get in there and just tell it that you was running LEDs. And I've had no issues out of any of them. They're bright, just as bright as the OEM LEDs. So I've been very content with it, and I actually planned just to leave it that way. I did run the Oracle flush mount tail lights for a while, and ended up going back with the OEM tail lights. Not because I didn't like the Oracle tail lights, but to me the big square tail lights is kind of what makes it a Jeep. So anyhow, went back with those. And I did kind of start to miss the halo headlights, especially after seeing them on all the other Jeeps and the Broncos and everything. I did kind of begin to miss the halos last year. So a few months ago, I started researching what a viable aftermarket headlight would work or be the best. And boy, was that a rabbit hole to go down. They range in price anywhere from $200 up to $1,200. I'd already kind of decided against the OEM headlights because they're way crazy expensive and a pain in the ass to install if you have to run the wire for the halo lights. So after doing extensive research, reading reviews, watching a ton of videos, I decided to go with the DV8 LED headlights. They weren't cheap, but they kind of fit the bill for the OEM look, and plus I was able to get them with the darkened reflectors, the blackout reflectors, so they're not real shiny and chrome looking. They're pretty much a plug and play light. They do come with the option to wire into your turn signals to have the halo flash orange with your turn signals, and a lot of the installation is going to depend on whether or not this Jeep is already wired for the halo lights. If it is, it's just a matter of tapping the wiring harness with the new that comes with the new lights right into that fourth wire for the halos. If not, I have to piggyback off a fuse in the fuse box, and I believe the fuse is 52 if I'm not mistaken, but either way it should be no big deal. I just won't know until I remove these headlight assemblies. You still have to have the Taser, of course, to turn on the halos, or you can have the dealership do it if you want, but to me it's worth the cost of the Taser because you can do a lot of other things as well. And I've actually already got it turned on, so it should be a plug and play for me when the time comes. Now, I ordered these a little over a week ago, and they came the other day. And I'm all about first impressions, how things are packaged. That really tells you a lot. But these were packaged very nice. I was impressed with that. And the build quality looks perfect. Just pretty much like the OEM headlights. It's got the big heat sink in the bottom. This wire here, of course, is going to be for the halos. And this wire here is for tapping into your turn signal if you want. Now again, it comes with the wiring harness, everything you need to get it done, even the little taps for the wire. It comes with those. It did not come with instructions, but again, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. The Extreme Terrain website actually has a video posted that's kind of helpful. The DV8 website has a PDF you can download that's a little bit more in depth about installing. But again, it shouldn't be a big deal. So I'm really looking forward to giving these a shot. The install really shouldn't be that hard. You know, I've done it before and had this grill off before so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So all we need is a couple warm days and get the Jeep cleaned up, and we'll take on this project. I will bring you guys back when we're ready to do the next step. I'll talk to you all later. Hey folks, so it's actually about a week later and we finally got some decent weather here. It's going to be about 70 degrees today, sunny. I did manage throughout the week to spray the truck off and get all the salt and grime off of it. So I thought it'd be a good day to go ahead and install the new LED headlights. In the meantime, the other day, I did another little quick project that I had planned to make a separate video on, but I was by myself and it was just too cumbersome to do, put it together and record at the same time. But anyhow, I installed a Tyger sport bar on the back. Now, if you remember before with our silver Gladiator, I had the Black Horse sport bar. I actually had 3 of them on it because they rusted like crazy, and in my opinion, they're a total piece of crap. I would not recommend them whatsoever unless they've changed their practices and powder coated the bars correctly. I wouldn't bother with them because they're going to rust in just a few months. You can go back and look at one of my previous videos explaining what I did and what I did to solve the issue finally. But anyhow, this time I decided to go with the Tyger sport bar, mainly because I have the Tyger bed cover, and I've been very happy with it. For the price, you can't go wrong with these. Very happy with it. So I thought I'd give the Tyger sport bar a chance here. I did take a couple of pictures of the box that came in and all the parts after I got everything out of the box. Like I said previously about the headlights, I judge a product a lot on the way it's boxed and shipped, and this was shipped perfect. Big box, lots of foam padding, very pleased with that. But anyhow, I started on it yesterday evening and had no issues whatsoever with it. It installed fairly easy. Again, it required both hands and a lot of moving around, so I didn't bother recording it. I did have to have a little help from my wife to put the bar up on the back of the bed, but other than that, one person could do it, but I would highly recommend having an extra set of hands. One thing I do like particularly a lot better with this bar is the way it mounts to the bed. No drilling required whatsoever. The kit comes with the mounts for if you have the bed rails or if you don't have the bed rails. It comes with everything you need to do both. And home install maybe a couple hours, but very pleased with the way it looks and the quality of it so far. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to let me know and I'll be sure to answer them. So back to getting these lights swapped out. First thing I need to do is remove this grill again, and basically all I want to do is remove these push rivets. All right, give it a good yank here at the bottom and it'll come right out. Simple as that. I've already kind of peeked down, I don't think you can see it, at the plug on the headlights, and I'm confident I do have that 4th wire needed for the halos. So we'll see how that goes. But let me go ahead and get my tools together. I don't know if I'll record removing it or everything. It's no big deal. But remove these push pins, push rivets, and get this grill off. I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a towel here over the bull bar, so just to kind of protect the grill when I pull it out. And again, this is the tool used to get these push rivets out. So let's go ahead and get them taken out and get the grill off. Well, change tools. I don't know why this one's being such a pain in the butt. Let's see here. Let me try this one and this one. Simple as that. Let's see. Let me lay this over here. Should have took advantage of the weather and got our Christmas stuff put up. As you can see, I have no room in the garage right now. I need to get the Beetle out of the way and get this stuff put up. But anyhow, back to this. Okay, I don't think I'm going to put my Rugged Ridge headlight protectors back on it. I like them and everything, but I think the halos look better without the protectors. So I'm going to take them off. Now, one thing to keep in mind, don't ever throw away anything. The protectors here come with their own screws, a little bit longer than the OEM screws. But thinking ahead, I kept the original screws that came out of them, so I'll use these to put the new headlights back in. Okay, let me get my Allen wrench and I'll bring you guys back in just a second. All right, so I got my Allen wrench. I'm going to take these 3 bolts out right here, and then I'll do the same on the other side. And again, these aren't the ones. These are the ones that come with the Rugged Ridge protectors, and I won't be using them again. Okay, you don't need to see me do the other side. I'll go ahead and get these off, get those out, and then I'll bring you guys back in just a sec. Okay, with the headlight protectors off and screws out, all you need to do is pull the headlights out like that. I need to push down on this little black clip, hopefully you can see, and pull it out. Now again, it looks like I do have the 4th wire needed for the halos, so that's a good thing. All right, I'll go ahead and pull the other one out, and I'll bring you guys back when it's time to install the new ones. Okay, as you can see, this is the brown and orange wire I'll have to tap into for the halos. I'll peel this back just a little bit. Before I install them, what I'm going to do is go ahead and loosen the fender liner over here. So I'll go ahead and run the wire for to the turn signals for the halos to flash orange. Not sure how much room's in there. It'd be easier to go ahead and loosen it up here so I can see from this side here. I'm not going to record this. It's not hard. You're not going to be able to see anyhow. But there's just a couple push pins, 10 millimeter, a couple 10 millimeter bolts, and another pin here. And this, you can pull the fender liner out of the way. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll bring you guys back in just a sec. All right, so hopefully you can see. Like I said, 3 push pins here, 2 screws here and here, and another screw type push pin, which can kind of be a pain in the butt to get out, but you just gotta kind of work with it. But as you can see now, you have plenty of room to your turn signal and everything right here. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I tested the new headlight in place. Everything's fine there. This is going to be the wire for the turn signal. And of course, this is the wire for the halo. I hope you're all seeing this. I'm kind of in a rush, and I apologize. Alright, so this is the wire that's going to run across for the halos. So we can go ahead. Let's see, let me I want to protect it. So let me I want to come down this way. Of course, that'll plug in here. Oop. Nice watertight. All right, and then the wire for the turn signal. And tape this. And I can go ahead and run it. Daggone it. Over here. It's going to come right through here like that. They give you plenty. Alright, so this one is ready to go ahead and mount. So let me get it in place. Okay. That's in place. I can go ahead and set the light in place. Okay, now before I connect this one, I am going to run, I got a protective sleeve to go over this. I'm going to run it underneath this plastic piece here. So let me go ahead and get that on, and then I'll bring you guys back in just a sec. Okay, so here is the supplied wiring harness. It came with the lights. I just installed this wiring protector because I want to come up underneath this piece of plastic before I tie into this side over here. So basically I'm just going to run it under here. There's a wiring harness right here. Get it underneath like that, out of the way, and then I'll wire tie it here in just a little bit. So that leaves us with this. Okay, this is going to tie into the passenger light, and this here is going to tie into, hopefully you can see it, this tan and orange wire right here. This is for the halos. Okay, now they send you 3 of these little clips, bridges for the wire. These look a lot better than the traditional ones we usually get. And basically all this is going to do is go in there like that. Let's see. It's going to go in there like that. And should just, it's kind of tough. Let's see, I brought a pair of pliers. A little bit more. Okay, so that ties into that wire. Let me get this side here. You gotta take your time with this stuff, folks. Why? There we go. That goes in there. And this ties into this tan and orange wire right here. Hopefully it will first try without any trouble. Oh. Make sure I got it in there correct. Take the pliers and crimp it. So that should be all we have to do. Of course, I'll tie all this up and everything. Let me go ahead and get the other light installed, wire in from the turn signal, and we'll do a quick test here. Okay, I'll be back in just a sec. One thing I forgot is I do have some automotive wire tape. This is that cloth tape that they use on it. I will tape this back up. Okay, be back in a sec. Alright, so as you can see, test, they work. Again, I still have to do the turn signals. I'm going to take this one back out, tidy up the wiring a little bit, make it look a lot better and secure. I do like the blacked out look of the headlights a whole lot better. So it was worth the money for those than going with the OEM headlights. I really like that look. Now again, you have to have the taser to do this. So going through the menus, all I had to do was enable the halos and that's it. Everything works just fine. Okay, I want to tidy this up. I'll go ahead and get the turn signals connected and we'll come back for one final test. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so as you can see, the halos do work with the turn signal. Already tested this side. Everything is working as it should, first try. That's the way I like it. I want to button up the wiring here, put the fender liners back, and then I'll bring you guys back for a final thought on both of these products. I'll talk to you in a bit. Alright, I got everything tied up, put back together. So I'll give you a couple final thoughts on these two projects. It's really turned into one project. Love the headlights. Quality's good, fitment's good, installation's not hard, you know, you gotta use your brain a little bit, but I do like the look. I love the blacked out look. So would I recommend those? Absolutely, so far. Alright, still gotta put my bed cover back on. As for the sports bar, love the look. The installation wasn't hard. I would suggest having an extra set of hands, but you can do it by yourself. Just take your time. Very well made. The way it mounts, I like it so much. I'm comparing it to the Black Horse that I had years ago, which I ended up really hating. Like I said, I went through 3 of them, but we'll see how this one stands up to the test of time. Too early to tell right now, but I really do like the look of it. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, as far as I'm going to keep my basket or what. We'll see. I'm anxious to see how the bed cover works with this sports bar. I'm assuming it's just pretty straightforward. I'll get it back installed back when my son gets here to help me. But anyhow, we're going to wrap this video up. Like I said, it was rushed. I've got a limited amount of time this week to get a couple of things done, and I used it all today to get these two projects out of the way. So if you all have any questions or anything, you know, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll certainly answer and give you an honest opinion. But these two I'm very happy with. Okay, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.